Hi, this is Stephanie Lennox on behalf of Call Center Helper, and today I'm here with Dan Davies, CEO of Maintel, and I'm so excited. Dan, thanks so much for being here.
No, you're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Okay, to start, I was wondering if you could tell us a bit about Maintel and what the company does.
Yeah, of course. So Maintel are a technology managed service provider. So I guess if I was just going to sum it up in terms of our purpose, why we're here, is to use technology to create customer experiences, services and workplaces that inspire and empower people. So we do that by delivering technology managed services in three focused areas. Customer experience, which is obviously the primary reason why we're speaking today. So helping our customers delight and retain and attract new customers. But we also specialize in unified communications and collaboration. So helping our customers, people be more productive and efficient and collaborative. And the third area is connectivity and security. So helping our customers connect their users and their partners to their data and their applications in the most secure and efficient way.
That's amazing. It sounds amazing. I have it on good authority that you just finished a rebrand of the company. What prompted this rebrand?
So really, I always think you can't just do a rebrand out of nowhere. There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a kind of justification for doing it. And really, for us, it was about externalizing the transformation program that the business has been going through over the last kind of year or two. We had found ourselves in a place where we've become a generalist in the communication space. So really selling all facets of communications to a whole plethora of different industries. And I think we're losing our USP, we're losing our specialization. So we did a piece of strategy review that resulted in us going down the route of becoming absolute experts and specialists within those three areas that I talked about before. That was quite a significant piece of work. It was a reshape of the organization around those three pillars, a real deep piece of thinking about who we wanted to be as an organization, who we wanted to be for our customers. And where we really got to with that was, if we think about what we all individually might want the company to be or aspire to be, we might want it to be the most groundbreaking, innovative, inventive, bleeding edge organization in the world. But we actually took a step back and thought, well, it's actually more important to think about this in terms of what our customers want us to be, or more importantly, what our customers need us to be. If you think about the services that I talked about that we're delivering for our customers, they absolutely underpin their organizations. They can't operate without them. Let's take a big financial services organization that we're delivering a front-end contact center solution for. If that goes down, is not available, that's a really big problem for them. Or an NHS frontline trust that you can't get a phone call into an emergency room, that's a really big issue. So what our customers really need us to be is solid. Absolutely solid, us as a business and us in terms of the services that we deliver for them. But they're also existing in a really dynamic world that is constantly changing and evolving, and the technology landscape, as we all know, is massively changing, and their businesses are constantly changing in terms of what they're trying to achieve and their requirements. So yes, they need our solutions to be solid, but they also need them to be progressive so that we can help them on that journey into the future with whatever might happen in terms of their business and the technology landscape. So we did a whole piece of work around that, and a lot of that was obviously internally focused. So the rebrand was really about how do we externalize that, make that a really simple message that our customers and hopefully future prospects can really buy into and understand, and make it really clear what we do as an organization, because I think that was a bit of a mystery for people that weren't close to the business before.
Amazing. I love how you tied this new brand into the customers. It ties into my next question, actually. What can customers sort of expect from this rebrand?
So I think they can expect far greater clarity around who we are as an organization, the type of business that they're going to be working with, and what we do really. So we've really simplified our product naming, our platform naming to be very human understandable. Whereas they were all kind of names before that didn't really mean anything. We've gone really down the kind of simplistic route of saying, you know, that it does what it says on the tin, you know. So I think that's the main thing that they'll get, and I think I'm hoping what they'll also get is some reassurance that they're dealing with an organisation that really cares about the things that they care about, that stability, that ability to progress into the future in any way that they need to. So hopefully that's the kind of message that they'll take from it.
Amazing. Are there any specific pieces that that sort of made the rebrand? Like, is it the website? Are there like resources that the rebrand is created? Anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So pretty much everything has been refreshed or created as part of the rebrand. It's been a really significant piece of work that's taken kind of 18 months. So everything from obviously a brand new website featuring some quite innovative generative art that you can see a snapshot of in my background here, which is kind of trying to show that dynamic world that we live in, and to show off the sorts of things we can do with our application platform, whereby here we're taking a real-time feed from platform uptime, downtime data, and then graphically representing it with some generative art, just to kind of show off what the platform can do, and also to get the feel across of that dynamic world. But we've also refreshed our entire collateral suite. So every core managed service product that we offer has got the same set of collateral now, so customers can really get to grips with and understand what those services can do for them. But we've also generated other content such as white papers that we're bringing out in each of our 3 focus pillars. The first one that we've launched is in the customer experience space, which is obviously really pertinent to this conversation. And that is obviously a standalone kind of piece of research, a piece of white paper material. But from that will come lots of different other kind of collateral assets that we can use to really, you know, help the market understand how we can help them.
Do you have a new go-to-market sort of strategy?
I wouldn't say it's a new go-to-market strategy. What I would say is that it's a much more focused go-to-market strategy. So I talked about the fact that we're moving from that generalist to a much more focused specialist across those 3 technology pillars, but we're also focusing in on where we add the most value from a market, from an industry perspective as well. So if I look at our key sectors that we deal with and that we've got amazing referenceability in, the big 3 are retail, public healthcare, and financial services. But we also do a lot of work with local government, with higher education, with housing associations, and with some utilities. So they're really where we're going to focus our go-to-market, because we know that we've done that whole strategy exercise to look at which technology areas we're going to focus in, but most importantly, which sectors do those technology areas resonate the best in. So, you know, which sectors need those technologies the most, and therefore where are we going to have the best opportunity? Where is there an opportunity where there's plenty of market to go for in these high growth technology areas? So yeah, in answer to the question, it's just a really much more focused go-to-market.
That's amazing. What do you see as the main trends or contact center predictions for 2025?
It's a great question, and obviously it's one where I think a lot of the answers are probably fairly obvious, but they are true. So it's fair to recognise them. So I think if you take it from a technology perspective first, then I think the main trends aren't going to shock or surprise you. And obviously we can't have this conversation without talking about AI. However, certainly for 2025, I very much see our role as helping customers cut through the hype around AI, which I think that we'll all agree is probably at a record high in terms of any technology that we've seen come before it. Everything is, you know, claiming to be powered by AI. Some if you dig under the seams a bit more so than others. So I think really, yeah, our job is to really help customers understand where it's hype, where it's real, where they can extract real value from it, rather than it just being kind of technology for technology's sake. So I think that's part of 2025 for us. And I think where we'll do a lot of work around that is probably in proof of concepts for customers in that space. So firstly, identifying the areas of AI that can really help that customer, but then working out what does a proof of concept or a proof of value look like, so that they can kind of put their toe in the water and help them through that. And through consulting, we can help them then bring together a kind of business case or an investment case for what that could look like longer term. So I think that's kind of from a CX perspective, although there's a lot of hype around AI, I think customer experience is one of the areas where there is a large number of really high value opportunities with AI that are much less hype and much more real. And I think that's really focused around generative AI, co-pilot and intelligent bot type capabilities that can all really complement the customer experience, so the customer journey. And obviously a big part of that will be the contact center technology that supports it. So again, yes, absolutely. We're already helping our contact center customers put their toe in the water with those proof of concepts, and I'll see more of those moving into main production type deployments towards the back end of 2025 and beyond. So that, I guess, is from a technology landscape perspective. But if I look at 2025 for contact center from a business perspective, when I'm talking to our customers, almost exclusively, customer experience is in their top 2 or 3 priorities as a business. We're very much in a world now where customer experience is one of the main things that will help them differentiate their business, compete with the main competitors that they're up against in their market, and really help their customer journeys. So I think customer experience in the wider context is a real trend that we're seeing in all sectors and organizations, which is why it's such a key focus for us.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Lastly, I just wanted to end on, what does 2025 have in store for Maintel? Like, what are you excited about?
Great question again. So 2025 for us, we've set our sights on organic growth. Now, that clearly has to do with growing our revenues, growing on new business, net new customer acquisition off the back of the rebrand, getting the message out there about who we are and what we're doing and how we can help customers. That's obviously a really important part, but that's not the whole picture in terms of organic growth, because to organically grow effectively, we've also got to have a really keen lens on our own customer experience. So not only are we helping our customers with their customer experience through the use of contact center technologies, but we've got to be really focused on our own customer experience as well. The better you can be at that, it's probably fairly obvious, the better you can be at that, the happier your customers are. The happier your customers are, the longer they'll stay with you, and the more that they'll invest with you to help them progress into the future. So that's as big a part for me as in terms of organic growth as the net new business acquisition. They're kind of two parts of the same puzzle. So for me, this year's been about consolidating on that transformation program, getting all of our ducks in a row, for want of a better phrase, getting the relaunch, the rebrand done to really articulate to the market and our customers what it is we're about now. And then 2025 is about executing on that organic growth off the back of it.